What's going on, beautiful people? This is yours truly, Versace. Welcome to the One and Real Talk Show. Yes, we're doing another crazy video chat. As you can see on the screen, I hope you guys like the wall. And no, it's not my wall. I found this and I said, you know what? Let me put my great team thing there. And you can see if I remove this, as you can see up there in the left corner, that is the logo for this strictly channel. This channel is only for educational purpose only. We're not here to bully or harass anyone or to promote negativity. We're here to teach each other how to be responsible with certain items, right? So today we are going to talk about the main thing that everybody's been talking about. Remember me, bro. Right? Guns. Why do we need guns? Well, two reasons. I said it in the short video a couple seconds ago. The main two reasons you need a firearm is one, to protect yourself or protect your family and loved ones. Two, to hunt. Those are the only two main things you need a gun. Now, a lot of you guys out there don't like guns because of the mysterious thing behind it, right? Guns don't kill people. I will pay somebody $7 million if they can find me a video of a gun itself shooting people. You're never going to find it, right? So it's people that kill people. People that are in the world of gangs and drug dealing and all the negativity shit in the world. If you're part of that circle, then this is not the channel for you. This is strictly for normal people, okay? People that believe in God, marriage, and patriot. Those are the three main things of America. God, family, and patriot. Right? Because I love this country. It's the country I was born. My family were born. My family are what they are because of this country. Now, going back to the guns. Versace, if you can recommend a rifle brand to start, what would it be? I'm going to be honest with you guys. Smith & Wesson. Why Smith & Wesson and not all these high-end, big-name guns? I'm going to explain why. Smith & Wesson, as you can see here, make high-end, quality guns. And Smith & Wesson's been around, I think, the longest. You got Colt, Smith & Wesson, Winchester, Mossberg. You got Glock, you got Sig, you got all these big brands. But the one that I always tell people to start with a budget rifle, then later on in life, you can add things to it. It's like a vehicle. When you buy a car, motorcycle, boat, or airplane, you have it, right? Then later on, you want to add some tints, some HID. You want HID, just in case nobody knows, those are the lights, the neon blue lights. So HID, you want to put music in your car. You want to put rims, bigger rims, smaller rims. You want to add hydraulics. I don't know, depending on what you like. So if you only have $1,000, that's it. No more, not less, not high. You only have that to spend on a gun and ammunition. I recommend Smith & Wesson MP Sport 2 or 3. Either or. As you can see the prices here. And no chat, I'm not getting paid or getting anything half price because I don't. Okay? I would love to, but I don't. I'm telling you, as a person that experienced with all this, look at this beautiful thing. It's a 10-round mag. That's how they're all coming now. Certain states don't want the 30-round mag. It's the stupidest thing in the world. But, okay, whatever. AR-15, 16-inch, comes with a red dot. Look how it goes. It's not a pretty cookie compared to the ones you see with these tier 1 guys. At the end of the day, guys, this will outlast any of those $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $10,000 guns. I guarantee you. Reason why, those guns that go up to 5, 10, 6 grand, whatever it is, they're rare. And not only rare, if something breaks, you're going to have to wait a while to get them parts. Now, with these things, they are everywhere in America or in the world. Yo, I need a bow carrier. What you got? MMP, got you. Yo, I need a sling or, whatever, buttstock, pistol grip, a handguard, whatever. they're easier to get for American name brands. Everything's here, and everybody and their mother has parts everywhere. Smith & Wesson is my top brand to start. Now, if you're a little bit bougie and you got a little bit of money that you can spend more than that, then I recommend BCM. That's called Bravo Company Manufacturer. Then you got Daniel Defense, right? So I just mentioned BCM, Daniel Defense. You can get Geisley. Geisley makes trigger, makes everything, but they make good effing rifles. To me, they're like the top. Then you got Knights Armament. That's the shit that, SEAL Team 6 be using allegedly, and Delta Force and all this things, right? Yeah, they're good quality guns, but when you look at them and break them down at the end of the day, are these guns really worth $6,000, $10,000? Hell no. Hell no. You're just paying for a name. It's like when you compare Michael Jordans to Shaquille O'Neal sneakers, people are going to go with the Jordans. Why? Because Nike and Michael Jordan. But meanwhile, when you compare the both shoes, they were made in the same warehouse, same people built them, same material. Just one got a dude dunking like this, and the other one's breaking the basketball court. Shaquille O'Neal made sneakers to everybody to wear at the super comfortable price. Jordans, people will kill you for a pair of Jordans. It's the stupidest shit. And when people should investigate, you know how much it's to cost to make a pair of Jordans in China? $2.75. It's probably $5 today. But a couple years ago, it was $2.75 to make any pair of Jordans in China. Right? And then when they bring it over here, we can sell these for $300, $700. And people are so stupid to buy them. I don't spend money on Jordan. Sorry. But going back to what I was saying, right? You got all these big, beautiful brands. And this is why I like Palmetto State Armory. Palmetto State started making just parts, right? Selling everybody else's guns, stuff here and there for everybody. But they were basically selling little triggers, little things like this. But then it came to the market that people were coming so much to this website. So they were like, bro, I can make the same gun that Knights Armament's making, right? Same style, the same bolt carrier, the same barrel length, the inside of the barrel, with the 1.7 thing, lightweight, all types of cool stuff, right? But instead of them selling it to you for 2, 3, 6, 10 grand, your boy said, how much is this thing here? How much is this rifle? Oh, right here. $549. $549. But if you just want the gun and not the trigger, $479. $500. Look. $500. You get a top of the line AR-15 platform. And let's say you got that 1,000, you get this kit here, right? Let's say after taxes and everything is $600, right? You got a good trigger, super good trigger, and you got a beautiful AR-15. Now, if I would have had a BCM in here, I just don't have anything here, and we black taped the names, you would think that gun right there is a BCM. Literally, you would think it's a BCM. If I was to say, no, this is a BCM, I just took out all the logos, you would believe it. Because it's super identical in everything as a BCM. You're paying for the name. BCM is a company that started first how? They used to make pistol grips. So you remember in the AR-15 back in the GWAT days, people used to put bicycle, so the bicycle wheels, you know how inside the tire there's a tube, with the air. Well, the guy that created the BCM brand is from Delta Force, right? He started making rubber pistol grips. They're like, yo, bro, where you get this pistol grip? I like it. Oh, no, I just added a tire tube in it. Really? So the guy came back to America, patented the pistol grip thing. Then from there, BCM became BCM what it is today. It's one of my favorite gun companies in the world. I love BCM more than Daniel Defense. Don't know. Daniel Defense makes good quality guns, but they're too expensive for me. I'm sorry. I cannot spend no $3, $4, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 on a rifle. That's just being retarded, honestly. I understand 1,500 max because what you're getting, one, the brand, the name, and good quality. Yeah, that's understandable. Anything over that, good luck. Now, let me get off of this and go back to what I was saying. Look at this pack right here for $700. Look at this beautiful pack, guys. Ear protection, eye protection, Vortex red dot / scope, a bag, target practice, extra magazine, a cleaning kit, and on top of that, you get a backup iron sight. Right here, iron sight, any extra mags, and a book bag for that price, bro. Perfect Christmas gift for your father, sister, brother, uncle, whoever it is you want to give this to, mom, dukes, whoever. Top of the line, MacBook furniture. Look at all the stuff it comes. Look at this board, notebook, bro. It comes with everything. Perfect holiday gift. Right there. You don't need nothing else right here. I'm telling you guys. And the problem is people be watching these fake YouTubers, well, fake military YouTubers. You know, a lot of these guys, right? When you go to right, you go to YouTube and you put AR-15, right? And you click on it, right? All these big guys, like this guy here, I forgot his name already. It all started with Eugene's. Here, let me put this down, right? All these guys, all these channels, 90% of them work at a gun store, or they come from money. Okay, so they decided to do gun channels, right? Look, this was 12 days ago. Palmetto State Armory, the same brand that I was telling you that I just showed you.
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Come on with these commercials. Watch this, guys. Come on, these commercials. I apologize, guys. I don't think for YouTube, but look. Let me put this down. It's kind of loud for me.
Today we're going to be answering the age-old question of, I'm building my first AR-15. What matters? What doesn't
Look
matter?
at that.
How should I get started? That's what we're going to be aiming to answer today. Guys, before we get started, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can stay up.
Hey, let me go
Now,
forward.
the answer to this question is going to be both simple and complicated to really pay off dividends. The SBR laws that are out there and wondering about pistol braces and all that stuff. You have a 16-inch gun, plenty maneuverable. Like I said, it's going to stabilize well, and you're going to be able to make accurate shots out to distances and have good velocity with your ammo. Now we're going to start with the barrel and work our way back about the different components that you need to worry about as you're purchasing your AR. So you're going to see a ton of different information that's honestly going to give you a headache about what the...
So I always tell people, don't listen to half of these fake G.I. Joes. Yo, get a 10.5-inch rifle, you know, a shorty. Bro, no. 16-inch, 18, or 20 are the best 3 sizes. I'm tired, you fake military people telling normal guys that never been to combat, yeah, man, you should start with a $3,000 gun, get a 10.5. It's easier to clear rooms, and you can fit in the car. Bro, we're not in fucking Desert Storm. We're not clearing bunkers or fucking little shed rooms. No, you want something, the longer the barrel, the better it is, and the longer the shot can go, and the more accurate it goes, right? So, if you're defending your home, meaning you're seeing people come, right? You don't want them to, excuse me, you don't want them to reach your your sidewalk. If you see them coming 2 blocks away, you're trying to hit somebody at a block away. The longer the barrel, the easier the target you can hit at a far distance, right? What are the barrel types? That's for another video. different conversation. If you guys want me to do a video just on barrels and why we pick certain barrels, let me know in the comments, and I would love to show you guys that video. So barrel and barrel length and barrel twist are 3 different things. Just in case you guys didn't know. Versace, what is that 1 1/7 twist on a rifle barrel? Why people be saying? So what happens is that every 7 inches, so when the bullet comes out, boom, once it reach, depending how long your barrel is, right? So if you have a 16-inch barrel, that means that bullet is going to spin twice the speed as a 10.5, as an 11.5, right? Why? What is the difference, Versace? Well, 1 1/7 means that every 7 inches, the bullet is going to pick up more. What's the word for it? I forget the word for it. But so when it comes out after 7 inches, it spins out even more out, right? It's something like that. Then you got the 1 1/8, meaning that every 8 inches, the bullet is going to pick up more speed. I don't know. It's something like that somebody told me that I learned, right? Now, if you have an 18-inch barrel, right? Because that's the other thing. When it comes to these things, it's like math and science all together. Why? Why is that? Well, owning a rifle is not just putting any bullet and just shooting it, right? Because now that's a whole different video, different topic. Bullets itself. You have 55 grain, 65 grain, 77 grain, and you name it. And then you wonder, what does that mean, Versace? Well, you see the tip of the bullet in the front, right? Damn, do I have a thing here that I can show people? Darn it. I really don't have anything here, huh? Damn it. I wanted to show you guys a bullet or something. But let's say this finger's the bullet, right? So this is the copper part that goes out, then the brass thing goes this way, right? So the grain is the heavy of that tip thing. The more grain it is, right, the heavier and bigger that little tip is. It's only by centimeters. You can't even think on it, right? So that means that bullet is a little bit more powerful and more punchier, right? So if you have a big barrel, that bullet's going to do what it's supposed to be doing, right? At a 16-inch barrel, right? 7 and 7 is what? 14, right? But if you have a 16-inch barrel, that means that bullet is going to spin twice as fast. Why? Because every 7 inches, the bullet's twisting up more. It's something like that. If something's messing up or I'm messing something up, guys, let me know in the comments. Battle it out in the comment box. I read comments. Good, bad, ugly, don't matter. I read comments. So, as you can see, he's only have a red dot. All right? I always tell people, you need backup sights. You need at least one here and one back here. Why? Very important when you're using a red dot. Because if this thing fails, how are you going to aim? You see what I'm saying? So,
Barrel's made out of what steel is it?
Oh, guys, so what is it? IAAC. It's a good brand for ammunition. They make the best ammunition at a good price. Go check them out, guys.
Cold Hammer Forge, all that stuff. What we're gonna tell you is it's your first gun. You're not gonna shoot the barrel out. I would recommend a nitrided barrel in either 1 and 7 or 1 and 8 twist. That's gonna stabilize most of the bullets on the market. And you're not gonna shoot out a nitride barrel. They're good for thousands and thousands of rounds. It's your first gun. If you get to 6,000 or 7,000 rounds, then you've gotten a good run at it. You've probably figured out that you're into it enough to make those upgrades and purchase a Cold Hammer Forge barrel, and you're probably honestly ready for a new gun anyways. So that's why we'd recommend starting with a nitrided barrel. Saves on cost, it's gonna last a long time. They're very accurate barrels, and it's not gonna break the bank up front, and you're gonna make sure that you enjoy the hobby and the sport before you...
Yeah, and the other thing too, if people think they hear the number, oh, 6,000 rounds, shit, no, you don't. You know what's to shoot 6,000 rounds, bro? Like, at once? Like, you can't. Not even in the military do some shit like that. 1,000 rounds nonstop. Pop, pop, pop. Your gun will melt, blow up, and everything. God forbid. But it's true what he said. The heavier, the better. So my first rifle was Smith & Wesson MP Sport 2, right? With the Magpul thing and everything. And what I got upset was when we went to the store to buy it, the one we saw, it came with a red dot. So when we waited, I think 6, 7 days, we went to pick it up. I wasn't here, so my son picked it up. When I didn't come home, so let's say he got it. I didn't come home till another 3 or 4 months because I was out working. When I got home, he's like, "Dad, look, we picked it up." I said, "Where's the red dot?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "Bro, this came with a red dot. Where is it?" We went to the store. We let him know, like, "Hey, man, the red dot didn't come in the box. Da 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 da. Oh, we got to hit Smith & Wesson up." So it was like a long thing. So I said, "You know what? Bad review to the store, bad customer service. Don't shop there." Guess what? A year later, that gun store closed because it was only me that they were doing. They were doing that shit to everybody. So that's another thing too, guys. When you go to these stores, no matter how clean, and I'm talking about the stores that you walk in. I'm not talking about the internet stores. I'm talking about you walking into your nearest gun shop. Half of these assholes that own these gun stores are straight scammers. Okay, make sure you triple check the guns you're buying. Why? Because they'll say, "Yeah, this is the one you're getting. It's brand new." And then they'll clean it up, oil it up. Then when you get home, you're like, "Wait a minute. This thing looks like it's been shot." Right? It happened to us with another store. My son went and bought a Glock. He wanted his Glock. He bought a Glock 17 or some shit like that. My son never shot it. Ever, ever. He had it for like 2 months. When he finally took it out the box after 2 months, he opens it and he's showing us. And I'm like, "Yo, June, something's off here." He's like, "What?" I said, "One, you're missing the pistol grips." So when you buy a Glock brand new, it comes with 4 pistol grip sizes, right? It comes with a rod to clean, all right? And then it comes with 3 magazines, right? 3 mags. Well, my son's stuff came with 2 mags and an extra mag of a 40 caliber, right? Then when you cocked back the gun and you looked at the barrel had a gold ring around it. So I'm like, "What is this from?" Right? I'm like, "Is it from cocking it back?" When I looked it up, the gun's been shot a bunch of times. So then I tell my son, I said, "Yo, bro, you got to go to that store and let them know this." He's like, "Yeah, but I waited too long." I said, "See, that's the problem, bro. You guys got to start paying attention when you buy stuff." I said, "Now there's been a couple months. They're not going to believe you. Like, you should have went. If you should have, but I forgot he wasn't here, right? So these are things that I'm putting out there for you guys to pay attention. Make sure when you buy your stuff, you triple check everything when you get it. If you cock your gun back, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me take this BB gun right here. Again, a BB gun, chat. BB gun, look at the hole. It's a BB gun. You can tell it's a BB gun. It's all broken. Look. It's a BB gun, right? So look at it. This shit, right? So when I say cock it, meaning, so when you put a mag in, right? You put the mag, you slide this, all right? So when you slide this, a round will go in the chamber inside the barrel, right? So the important thing is to look at this. If your barrel has a gold ring or a mark around the tip of the barrel over here, that means your gun that they sold you is used. Because just from doing this to it, it don't give you that ring. That only happens from shooting a lot, from the recoil going forward, 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 forward. It does that there. Okay? So please check out your stuff when you buy them, guys. Definitely got to triple check everything because these people be scamming people every day. Okay? Even with those reloaded ammos, they'll be like, "Oh, we don't have the regular ones. We order them, but we got these." And then when they sell you some shit, there's no good. Right? So those are things to pay attention, guys, right? So I advise you guys for the holidays, let me get out of this thing, okay? Tell your wife, your husband, your kids, whoever you live with, tell them you want an AR-15, okay? They have different colors, different sizes, different brands. You know, AK-47 is a lovely thing to look at. This is a good combination right here. Look at this. You get two for the price of one. All right. Palmetto State Armory is one of the best gun stores in the internet, in the world. You got them. You got Premium Arms. It's another. And remember, guys, I don't get paid for this. I'm just showing you this out of kindness because I want you to get good stuff. So look what I was saying. What's the difference between Bravo, whatever this is? I don't know. But look at the Geisley things, right? Super Duty thing. Look at the difference. They want $2,300 for this. What are you paying for, right? You probably wonder, Versace, where am I paying for? Top of the line. Super top of the line. This AR that you see here are being used by our tier 1 guys. Best triggers, Geisley. Best charging handle, Geisley makes it. Barrel, Geisley. Handguard, Geisley. Lower and upper, Geisley. The furniture looks like a B5. Magpul, I think. I think these are Magpul, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. So you're paying for the name and quality parts, okay? Because if you look, damn, I can't zoom in more. I wish I can zoom in, but I can't. They're very tight. Everything is super tight on these guns. So it's not like you're going to think. So if you look here, everything is super tight. Like nothing's coming out of that. Anything. And then if you know, damn, you can't notice it here. But here, it has like a little wedge that's in there like that. You know what I mean? So that thing is not moving. This thing can fall off a roof and they're still going to be good to go. But for $2,300, almost 4 G's, $2,000, okay. And that's still scratch like, So if you guys wondering what this FFL means, it means you can order it online and you can send it to your nearest guns shop and you can pick it up there. They'll send it directly there. Bravo Company, my favorite brand in the world. Lois Machine is a good brand too. Right here. See this? I just don't like this part. I never liked the guns that look like that. So now let's go back to this one. Where is it at? I just saw it. Bravo Company. Bravo Company. Bravo Company. Look at the Daniel Defense. Diamondback. Sig is another top brand. Diamondback is good. Smith & Wesson, I guess, is my top. Sons of Liberty. Top line guns too, man. I forgot about these guys. Very awesome AR platform. You're getting top of the line stuff. This is great. 18-inch. Ooh, this thing is going out to 1.5 miles. This is an M489 223 Precision AR 15 18-inch. Beautiful. Super beautiful, bro. And you see, these are the parts I always tell people. If you could, every week you get paid, you put $30 to the side and just order parts. You can order a firing pin, bolt carrier thing, little pieces, buttstock part, little things like this you need to have extra. Because you, God forbid, some shit was to hit the fan, you got things to back you up at home, okay? We go back to the firearms. So AKs, what I love about the AK is the rounds. Very powerful, good rounds. 18, 15, Century Arms, BTF. They make good AKs. These are American-made AK-47s. The only thing is the AKs, you can't add so many things like an AR platform. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to have at the house to show your friends. Look, man, I got a gold AK. But these are good things to have, man. You know what I mean, guys? So like I was showing you earlier, the companies that I always recommend, Palmetto State Armory, Premium Arms, you get the drift, guys, right? Let me go right back over here. So yeah, chat. And look at this. Look at this. For 800, you're getting a Glock and a thing. I don't know why I say Glock, but it's almost like a Glock. And look, these are red dot ready. But look at this. This is perfect. All you need is a nice little red dot right here, and you're good to go. And later on in life, you want to add a different hand guard instead of this rubber plasticky thing. You can add a metal one. Look at this one here, the handgun. You can add a red dot because that's why it has the iron sight back here, because you can add the red dot. You can see through that red dot, and you can see through your sights. These things here are just like a Glock. Super thing. The only difference is they don't say Glock. But these things are super reliable. They do not jam. They work good. And look what they gave me. Top of the end. So something like this would be a perfect gift to somebody. $800. Look at that. You get two things. One for you, one for your wife. That's it. That's how I started. We got this first. Then wifey got hers. My daughter got hers. Then my daughter got hers. So everybody in the crib got their own stuff. Okay? My kids, my family, everybody knows. Shit hits the fan. We already know where to go, what to rock, and we already know what we're doing. And that's what I want to share with you guys. Okay? Owning these things doesn't mean you're calling for negativity. I had all my stuff for more than 20 years, bro. 20 years. I never got into some shit with nobody, thank God, ever in my life. One, I'm not a troublemaker. Two, I don't go out anyway. So look at this for $200, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Our great handgun, 9mm. Look, you can add lights. You can add lasers. You can add whatever you want to these things. Look at this. Look, people giving you reviews. Look at the reviews. Watch. Look. This guy said, amazing gun for the price. A little bit tweak here and there. A Galloway stainless God rod and spring will core any time. I don't know what he meant by that, but okay. But yeah, man, look, people 42 people gave it 5 stars, bro. Look, all good reviews. Great gun. I had one of these years. Great gun, my option. I have 3 Turkish guns and they all shoot great. Yeah, man, as long as you keep them maintaining oil, like oiled up and clean, your things will outlast a human, bro. But yeah, chat, man, I hope you guys learned something. You know, if you guys need help with anything, please let me know in the comments. I know I went all over the place. But yeah, man, this is what people need today in their house. Guns, food, meaning dry food, and stuff to filter water. I'm telling you guys, you need these things. Call me paranoid. Call me whatever you want. But guess what? When shit hits the fan, we'll be ready here. I love you guys. Enjoy your day. See you in the next video. Peace out.